All right, we are back. It is playoff basketball. We are in fucking full swing of everything. It has been. Sorry, I'm closing my door. It has been just chaotic. I started recording hoping just get a live reaction during the podcast, see if the Nuggets make a run late. It's been back and forth. We'll get to it, okay? We'll get to it. We'll build up the Clippers and how they're gonna match up with OKC right now. Um, I want to go straight into the Pacers Cavs. That's the first thing I want to do, and then we'll go Eastern Conference tonight. We'll talk a little hockey. We'll talk heavy on this Nuggets game. We'll talk heavy on the last Nuggets series. How bad are the Clippers in trouble? Is James Harden out? You finally got a healthy Kawhi. Zubac is playing really well. I mean, what do they do? Is Giannis gonna get asked for a trade? All this kind of stuff. We'll talk about it. Um, if you see me slightly distracted, no need to worry. I'm not frozen. I'm really just looking at this Nuggets Oklahoma City Thunder score. Pacers Cavs. First takeaway, I'm a casual when it comes to the Eastern Conference. I know that the Eastern Conference is soft, and I know there's not a lot going on over there other than Boston, Milwaukee when they're really healthy, but they're out. Cavs had the one seed locked up, like they had the one seed locked up month and a half before playoffs started. All this kind of stuff. Is this not gonna update? My ESPN is frozen right now, so I'm on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. And it's just not. And they must have called a timeout or something like that. Anyways, Joker's got 29 and 20 rebounds. Um, First takeaway, the Pacers played probably their most on-brand basketball. They love to get up and down the floor. They want to run and gun with everyone. They want to get out in transition, get a quick stop, get back out in transition. They want to turn into a fucking track meet. The Cavs kind of fed into it because it's hard not to feed into it when you're running and gunning and then the other team's running and gunning. It just turns into a fucking track meet. And the Pacers wanted to do that, and they did that successfully, and they came out on top. Now, I will say the Pacers started to choke. What was that, late in the third quarter, something like that? When Donovan Mitchell went, like, he did 2 drives, finished tough bucket. Like, he had 6 straight points on his own, just going straight to the hoop. And then Pacers come back. They kind of blew that lead. It was like a 15-point lead that they had. And then fourth quarter, they kind of start to run away with it. I like the Cavs' chances still in this series. I like the Cavs probably about 6 or 7. The rest of these series and these playoffs and the NBA playoffs, I think they're all going 6 or 7. I don't see a way that, I think the Cavs get the second game 2 at home. Pacers, they played probably their best brand of basketball, where, like I said, they're getting up and down the floor, but they also shot like fucking 54% from 3-point percentage, which is unheard of. Like, if you're shooting that well, you better win the fucking game. And that's kind of how I view this OKC game going right now. But the Pacers love to get out and run, like I said, but the Cavs didn't have Darius Garland. Sorry, I was trying to read my notes at the same time. Cavs didn't have Darius Garland. They said that his toe injury, he's got a sprained toe or whatever, would keep him out 2 weeks in the regular season, but they're going to try and bring him back for game 2. I think Darius Garland changes, especially on the defensively and athletic guard. He can kind of him and Donovan can switch a lot more. Whereas, like, I don't know the backup point guard's name for Cleveland. White boy, or a foreign white guy at least. He was playing some solid minutes. He was playing some really solid minutes, and he did a lot of good things for him. But he's like 15 to maybe 22 minutes a game. You need Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell on the floor majority of the time, or have that guy rotate with those 3. Sorry, getting updates. But yeah, I think Darius Garland comes back. I think he changes it. If he's pretty healthy, he'll change the dynamic of that offense and defense. Just another shot maker, another guy that can go get his own shot, create on his own, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm not too worried about Pacers Cavs. I still like the Cavs 6 now that they lost the first game at home. I'm not trying to disrespect the Pacers at all. I think the Pacers have a very good chance at winning this series, but it just feels like it was too good to be true in that first game where they're like, we're shooting lights out. They're falling into our trap of brand of basketball where we're trying to get out and turn into a track meet instead of play half court offense. So I think you're going to see a more physical team from the Cavs. I think you're going to see a lot more, offense sets for the Cavs in this game 2. Sorry, updating. Nothing. Dope. Um, so yeah, again, I would look if the Pacers beat the Cavs, the number 1 seed in the East, which I don't know if that really means anything, but if they do beat them, it's kind of like, oh, okay, like maybe the Pacers, I don't think they're going to win it. I think they'd get smacked by Boston. I still have Boston coming out of the East. I'm waiting for the Cavs to show me something that I haven't seen yet, which we'll get to the Celtics. We'll get to the fucking Celtics. Don't you worry. If you're here for the Celtics, we'll get to the Celtics. But again, Pacers are fun. They're exciting. They're fucking young blood. It'd be cool if they beat the Cavs. I have no problem with them beating the Cavs. Fucking Knicks beat the Celtics tonight, so like anything is really possible. Um, let's jump over to the other series. Let's go over to the Western Conference. The Warriors own the Houston Rockets. It's over at this point. Last 5 times they've met in the playoffs, the Warriors have won each time. In 2015, Warriors in 5. 2016, Warriors in 5. Again, 2016 I kind of get. That was like peak dynasty Warriors. So it's like, okay, whatever. You won a game. But 2018, this is the James Harden years where James Harden's averaging 40 in the regular season. James Harden, we're on your ass right now. Like, we're coming for you, brother. You just choked another Game 7 away. You had 7 points in Game 7. That is inexcusable. Show up and play basketball. The playoffs don't click in James Harden's head. He just, how do I put this? He's playing overtime right now. Like, if he was a normal worker, he's putting in PTO to play. Like, he needs to put PTO in to not play. He needs to fake an injury to not play. Like, he's getting paid extra money. He's not even getting paid extra money. It's just like it's overtime work for him. And he's like, no, I'm clocked out. That kind of thing. Anyways, this was peak James Harden years. Houston was rolling. Chris Paul. Clint Capella, the prime Danny, was it Danny Green or it was another Green, the other Green. Nevertheless, 2018 Warriors in 7, 2019 Warriors in 6, and now 2025 Warriors in 7. Steph Curry owns the Houston Rockets, and I was listening. Was it the broadcast or I was listening to a podcast? One of the two. Ime Udoka, the Houston Rockets head coach, he's having deja vu back to in the finals when he was the head coach of the Celtics before the whole scandal came out, which we still don't know what really happened within that organization. So yeah, he's like, I'm not gonna let Steph Curry beat me. So Steph Curry had 4 points at halftime and then ended up with like 20 something. He kind of went, I wouldn't say nuclear in the fourth quarter, but he definitely got his footing under him, and he started to take off late in that third quarter, early fourth quarter. Either way, the Warriors, Steph Curry, Steve Kerr, they just own Draymond Green, who didn't have a bad series. They just own Houston. It's just what it is. When they beat him in 2015, they sent him into a rebuild year. Like, it broke that entire organization. They built it back up with James Harden, broke it back down, back up. So it's like they're going to get another year out of this team in Houston. Someone's going to break them, whether it's going to be the T-Wolves, Warriors. I will say I don't think I have, like, I said this last episode or the episode before that. I see Houston as a Oklahoma City type team where they're young. They got some vet guys on there. They can make some moves. They can definitely get to where they want to go. It's just going to take a little more. And they just need, like, the draft picks. They're trying to do this same model that OKC has going on right now, which, again, OKC is up 113 on 104 on the Nuggets. Oh, it's so frustrating. It is so frustrating to watch the fucking Thunder. And why is my ESPN app not updating? It's crazy. ESPN, fix your stuff, man. How is my shit frozen? Like, what? I don't understand. Come on, bro. Still nothing. That's sick. Um, One moment, please. This is terrible podcasting. Anyways, yeah. So we get Warriors, T-Wolves, playoffs. Now, if you remember last episode, I said I think it's going to be T-Wolves, OKC, and it's going to be Celtics, Cavs coming out of the East. I feel fairly confident in that. I want the Nuggets to win. I really do. Look, I even got their fucking hat. I got the finals hat on right now. But it just doesn't feel. I don't feel it. Like, don't be wrong. I think we've turned it up a notch. I think since Michael Malone, I mean, the owner was right. Josh Kroenke was right. It kind of put some piss and vinegar into this team, which they needed. And Jokic finally became the leader of the fucking team. They're going to Jokic for advice. They're listening to Jokic in the huddles now. Jokic is drawing plays. This is fucking peak LeBron stuff we're seeing from Jokic. Not to make that comparison, but it's a fairly similar comparison. Jokic needs a 3-and-D guy. They can keep Jamal. I don't know if I'm getting way too far off the deep end right now. We're talking Warriors T-Wolves. But I don't even know where the fuck I was going with it. Oh, who I like. Again, I like the Nuggets. I want the Nuggets to win. I think the Thunder win it in 6. So I got OKC, T-Wolves in the Western Conference Finals, and I got Cavs, Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. And then it's a kind of a toss-up. I think it's the Celtics. And then honestly, if I'm being completely transparent, who do I match up better with the Celtics? It's the Thunder. But who do I want to win? Who do I want to see in the fucking finals on the main stage? It's Anthony Edwards from the Minnesota Timberwolves. The boy is a dog. He is an absolute dog. And I love watching him play. And I'm excited for this series against the Warriors. I mean, there was a clip that resurfaced. They were asking, who do you want to play in the playoffs? And he said, the Warriors. They said, why? He said, because Draymond talks so much trash. So it's like, we're going to get an entertaining series. We are going to get stars. We are going to get fireworks. We're going to get it all in this series. I think it's the T-Wolves in 5 or 6. If I'm being honest. I know I said most of these series are going 6 or 7. I don't see it from the Warriors. I don't look. They got Jimmy. They got Curry. They got Draymond. They got a bunch of young guys. Kuminga doesn't even play. It's just one of those things where I don't see the Warriors making this run. This T-Wolves team is young. They're hungry. They're coming off a lot of rest too. So don't get me wrong. The Warriors can play with anyone. They can outmatch with anyone. They can play smart basketball all the time. But it's one of those things where, like, I kind of just want the T-Wolves to win. So it's like, can we put this? Would it officially shut down the Warriors like dynasty run? Like, yeah, the window was wide. They won what, 4 rings. It's just, okay, maybe I'm late to that. I'm not literally end the dynasty run like it ended a couple of years ago, but still, it's one of those things where I think this is the next step the T-Wolves need to do. And you saw social media posts when the T-Wolves and Anthony Edwards beat LeBron James. First of all, Adidas, fire posts. They are gassing the man up in the commercials, in the posts on social media. They called him the Kingslayer when they beat the Lakers. Oh, and it just bothers me because Jokic did the exact same run. Whenever the Nuggets won it, when was it? 22? Yes, sir. 22, 23, whatever. He did the exact same thing, and no one bet. Oh, was it the easiest finals run ever? No, motherfucker. Anthony Edwards is doing the exact same thing right now, and it's fucking hard. Okay. If they beat the Warriors in a gentleman's sweep in 5 games, that'll be impressive. I will say that. That'll be really, really impressive. Nevertheless, let's keep it going. So, yeah, I like the T-Wolves. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see Curry make another finals run because I think if they do make it to the finals. Sorry, I'm turning this game on. I really need Russell Westbrook to hit another 3 to cash my parlay, but that's neither here nor there. 7-point game, 2 minutes left. Keep that on low volume, and we'll just keep an eye on it. Where do we want to go? Let's keep it in basketball. Let's go back over to the East. Game 1 tonight. The Knicks win in Boston. That's the headline. That's gonna be all over First Take tomorrow. Get up with Greeny. It's gonna be all over Sports Center. The Knicks go into the Garden. They go into the Garden and win in Boston. I mean, first of all, there's two big ones. Well, let's just break down the game. It was a hell of a game. For the first half was like very entertaining. It was like, okay, like I can kind of see them making a move here, like, but then Boston ran away with it. Boston goes up 20, and then Boston loses the 20-point lead. I was at dinner watching this game. I was watching it here, go to dinner, all this kind of stuff, and the Nuggets were within 4 points with 1:44 left. People were starting to pucker their buttholes, me included. I'm like, Boston's running away with it, but it was. One second, please. Let me do a little bit of this. Sorry. Defense. Get the ball in, Gordon. We're calling a jump ball. We're calling a timeout. Nuggets timeout. Here we go. Boston goes up 20. Feeling great. Jason Tatum not having the best game. No one's really shooting the ball that well. Believe me, we'll get there. We'll fucking get there. Boston then chokes. Do we want to call it chokes or blows it away? A 20-point lead in the third quarter. I'm eating dinner. I'm looking at the score. I'm like, oh, Boston's up. It's whatever. Yeah, the Knicks will make a run, whatever. The score doesn't change. The Knicks just go nuclear for the next 5 to 6 minutes. Boston gets maybe a bucket somewhere in there, and then it's a tie game, and you're like, what the fuck just happened? How is this the fourth quarter? No, it's the third quarter, and then the fucking Celtics blew this lead. Crazy. Not only did they lose a 20-point lead, Boston went 15 for 60 from 3-pointer, from shooting 3 points. They missed 45 threes. Is that not crazy? You shoot 63s in game 1 of a playoff game in the second round, and you go 15 for 60. Get absolutely fucked. Oh my God. You can't. That is up there with when Houston. Speaking of, we were just talking about Houston. Houston choking or missing how many buckets in that playoff game against the Warriors? They went like 3 for 38 or something like that. Sorry, the Nuggets are on offense. Minute left. 111, 115. Jokic takes a 3. Bang! Bang! Let's go. Let's go. Live reaction Nuggets game. Here we go. Anyways. Shy has the ball. Shy, you know what? The dudes I've watched a handful of Thunder games. He's a free throw merchant. He really is. I will say this OKC team plays with a lot of physicality, and I mean Jokic continues to get hacked and all this kind of shit, but they are up in your grill. They are playing with some defensive intensity, and that makes me nervous, but we've handled it very well. We've gotten a lot of good shots, but a lot of like 4 shots because there's our 3 with Russell Westbrook. No, we needed that. Get another one. Kick it back out to him. Oh, dang it. You got a foul. That's tough. You know, you live and die with Russell Westbrook. You really do, because the guy plays the heart off his sleeve. He's back in OKC. Oh, my God, would this have been a magical shot? Oh, he got a little foul right there. Dang, if Russ hits that, it looked good, too. Oh, that's the bad part. It looks so good. You're down 1 with, 11 seconds? 13.9. Shy at the free throw line. He's going to put both in. Down 2. He's going to put the other one. Do you have a timeout? You got 2 timeouts. Sorry, I'm just commentating the game right now. Boston choking. Knicks win game 1. I mean, they didn't look pretty at all. They stepped up their defensive intensity, and they came out of Boston with the dub. You want to split the series at home or on the road, I mean, and they did. They did just that. So shout out to Boston. Shout out to the Knicks. The Knicks don't get enough love. I'm a Jalen Brunson guy, and Mikal Bridges with the stop. Jalen Brown gets a. It looks like Jalen Brown's about to get the shot off, but Mikal Bridges gets his hand on the ball as he's coming up, and they have to fight for it. Game buzzer sounds, game over. Or that was to go into overtime, but still, Mikal Bridges defensive fucking lockdown. All right, let's just get to it. Nuggets win in Game 7 at home against the Clippers. They are the first team in NBA history with 6 players to score 15-plus points. It was an absolute showing from the Nuggets in Game 7. Jokic, if you were to look at, if I were to tell you right now that Jokic had 16 points in a Game 7, you'd be like, oh, they lost. There's no way that they're even. This is a blowout. Like the Kawhi game must have happened again. James Harden must have had like a triple double or a double double. But you know they didn't. And fucking 6 players with double digit and 15-plus points is crazy. First team in NBA history to do that. OKC Nuggets. I said it before. I got OKC in 6. I really do. Again, and it's not like I'm saying that willingly. Like I don't have a fucking gun to my head, or I am saying it willingly. I don't have a gun to my head. Oh, they get him on a shooting 3. That's a shooting. Oh my God, they got him. They gave Jokic the shooting 3. Inbound pass from Aaron Gordon. He goes up and shoots it. Caruso fouls him. All right, Jokic, you got to put all 3 of them now. You're used to doing this stuff. This is the foul he's been looking for the last 2 years. They push him. He pushes the ball up the floor. Then they try to foul him at half court. There you go. Put the first one in. Great shot. If they win this game, this changes everything. If they win this game, it changes everything. I do have OKC in 6 right now. Is Michael Porter Jr. okay? FYI, he's maybe 30% good right now. Like his shoulder is fucked up, and he's like the only. Oh, they gave him just 2. Wasn't a shooting foul. So down 1. Who do you foul? Get the inbounds in. Anyways, Michael Porter Jr. He's not healthy. He's going up for rebounds with one arm. When he's shooting, he's going up like that. Like he has to like windmill his arm around to get it on the right side. Or his shooting motion, whatever it is. It is not good. And I want him to be healthy because he actually makes a difference on this team on the offensive end. Sure, on the defensive end, he has some couple good plays, and he rebounds the shit out of the ball. But, man, he's maybe 30% right now. He is an absolute liability at the moment. And like I said before, OKC is physical. I've, again, watched a handful of OKC games. I'm not going to pretend to know that I know OKC like the back of my hand. I don't. I know they're a physical team. I know they're number 1 seed in the West for a reason. And I know they're like 8 or 9 deep, at least. At least 8 or 9 deep on their bench. So when you're going into OKC or when you're playing OKC, you can't keep up with the amount of fresh legs. Okay? You just have to be better than them in every step of the other way. That's just the way you're going to have to beat them because they're going to have their 9, possibly 10 guys coming off the bench. Like it's ridiculous how deep they are. They've played this perfectly. I mean, you're up 1, and this going into this game right here, I knew it was gonna come. I either said it was gonna be a blowout or it's gonna be a heartbreaker. It wasn't a blowout, so the other end has to be a heartbreaker. I don't know who the heartbreaker is gonna be for, but it looks like it's gonna be the Nuggets. You come up a point short. You just think about the shot. You think about the shots you could have made. Oh, Jokic is not on the floor. Okay, we're going strictly defense. Jamal, Aaron Gordon, Christian Brown, Peyton Watson got it in. Shai Gilgeous, slam dunk. You call the timeout. You for sure call the timeout. No, you're not going to call the timeout? You have to. Okay. Oh, they have a take foul. Anyways. Shit is so dumb. shit is so dumb. Ah. 10 seconds left. 3-point game. Aaron Gordon go to the free throw line. But yeah. OKC, physical, deep. Is Shy the MVP? Probably. I would love to see the Nuggets win this series just to put it in his face, realistically. But we'll talk about that another time. All right, Aaron Gordon put the first one in. Let's jump to the last stuff. Avs choke. They were up 2-0 going into the third period, excuse me. Then the 12-minute mark hit, and Rantanen goes crazy. The guy who we traded to the Eastern Conference, the guy who ends up signing back to Dallas in the Western Conference, has a Game 7 hat trick in the third period. First NHL player to do that. Have a hat trick in a Game 7 in the third period. I mean, the last one was an empty netter, but nevertheless, it was crazy. Fucking Avs choked. I don't know how else to put it. It sucks. It's a tough pill to swallow because this was a Western Conference Finals matchup in the first round. NHL, fix your playoffs, okay? I know this is somewhat new, right? I know you want more eyes on the game, all that kind of stuff, but fix your playoffs, man. This should have been a round 2, round 3 matchup at the minimum. You're playing these fuckers in the first round? That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. And now Dallas is going to have a cakewalk to the cup. Cakewalk. Maybe not cakewalk, but it's a bite of cake. It's not a full cake. It's like a bunk cake, okay? It's a little piece you put in your mouth. It's like a baby cupcake. That kind of cake. But fuck. Av choked. I'm looking. Popovich is the new president of the San Antonio Spurs. They announced it a couple days ago. Everyone got their feels off, and then yesterday he was announced. I totally forgot he had a stroke. I love Pop. I think he's always been kind of like the light-sided kind of heart coach. He's always been a player's coach. Smart guy. Had a dynasty back in the day. That stroke kind of messed with him, I think, a little bit more than I thought it would. Hopefully he gets he gets on the right road to recovery, gets back to 100% and just bees himself. Here we go. 10 seconds left. He's going to bounce it off his back. Check, get foul check. Okay, 9 seconds left. Check on the field throw line. Yeah, and Tim Duncan was there, Manu Ginobili was there. The entire apparently they're part of the front office or part of the board of the Spurs or something like that. But yeah. And then Scotty Scheffler. Let's give a shout out to Scotty Scheffler real quick. The dude was at one point 32 under par. Do you realize how fucking ridiculous that is? On all the par 5s that he played, he missed the free throw. Wow. On all the par 5s that he played over this past tournament, I don't know the name of the tournament. It's one of his home courses in Dallas. He either birdied or eagled the fucking par 5s. You know how crazy that is to eagle? First of all, eagle par 5 as an average. Oh my gosh, he missed both of them. Oh my gosh. Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon. What a heartbreaker. What an absolute heartbreaker. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Aaron Gordon. Chet Holmgren with the choke of the year. Oh my goodness. Chet Holmgren misses it. Christian Brown gets the ball, pushes it to Russ. He sees Aaron Gordon across the court, hits a 3, bang. It looked good right when he left his hands, too. It looked so good right when it left his hands, too. Oh, my goodness. Oh my goodness. Can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait. Okay, you know what? Nuggets in fucking 6. Nuggets in 6. Fuck that. You're right. What am I thinking? What am I doing picking against the number ones? Who fucking cares? We got Jokic. We got Aaron Gordon. We got Jamal Murray. We're fine. Nuggets in 6. I almost want to say 5 just based off that reaction, but fuck that. Nuggets in 6. I was, you know what? We just stole one. That is the Aaron Gordon, man. Clutch. We're having the fucking clutch moments in these playoffs. He gets the Jokic airball, puts it in for a dunk. That shot to take the lead and win the fucking game. Aaron Gordon, Mr. Nugget. Mr. Nugget. Oh my goodness. I spit all over this mic. Oh, that is awesome. Scotty Scheffler, 32 under, birdie or eagled every par 5. If he were only to play the front 9, he would have been 22 under. The other guy would have been 21 under. It is ridiculous. Last thing I got, Sovereignty wins the Kentucky Derby. The crazy stat from this one is that Sovereignty wins the Kentucky Derby. Every horse in the Kentucky Derby that raced was a descendant of Secretariat. That is crazy because Secretariat won the Triple Crown at least. I know that. Did he win more than Triple? I don't know anything about racing. Hey, me. I don't know anything about racing. I know he's like the greatest horse of all time. So, but to have the entire field be a descendant of Secretariat, that horse was getting it. That horse was out here left and right, spreading it around. You know what I mean? Whew, Aaron Gordon, Mr. Nugget, hits the fucking game winner. I absolutely love it. And I'm glad we were taping. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. That was amazing. My parlay didn't cash, but let's just check it real quick, unless I missed it. But that is it. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. All this kind of stuff. And no, Russell Westbrook did not hit it. That's awesome. Just needed him to 1-3. Went 1 for 4. Needed him to go 50%. Or 1 for 5. Regardless. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm tweeting. I'm posting clips. Let me know what you think. Help me help you. Tell a friend. Be a friend. The Pat McAfee saying, tell a friend, be a friend. Word of mouth helps. Like, comment, subscribe. See you next time. Beyond the Spread. I'm Bryce.